Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
So this week
Today,
we're talking about our holiday spending. So more importantly, if you're about to close on a loan, maybe you're closing at the end of December or early January or even February. If you're in the currently actively in the process of buying a house, we just want you to be conscious of what you're spending during this holiday month when we want to go buy all the Christmas presents. And it is a lot easier to sometimes put things on credit if we don't have the money, but we really want to give that gift.
yeah.
Or you're in the store and you're up at the register and you're spending a good amount of money. And they're like, if you open a credit card with us, you could save 25%. And you're like, wow, that's a lot of money I could save. But then Lindsay disappeared. But then you're opening a new line of credit. So I will start rule number 1, do not open any new lines of credit. So
100%.
nothing new. Don't open anything new at all. Yeah, and I know Laura's got some tips on, using the credit you have. And I would always tell my clients, usually they don't ask me about like Christmas spending, but I think it's a good lender would reach out to and say, hey, I know it's the month of like spending. So I just wanted you to know your ratios are really close. So
Yeah,
if you
careful.
tip the scale,
Yeah.
because some people are fine and, they could go out and spend thousands of dollars and be fine,
yeah,
but not everybody,
right.
unfortunately.
So this is it's geared towards everybody, but yeah, I mean, those that if you're close to your debt to income ratios.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There's situations where if people sneezed, they could
Yeah.
possibly cause it to go out. So, um, what were you saying? You were saying something. Oh, don't apply for that credit card at the cash register. And a lot of people think that because you have 0% interest and there's not going to be, it's 0% interest for a year or 24 months, we still have to qualify you with a debt. So
Yeah.
the biggest thing is if you're trying to buy a house, do not apply for any new credit. Period.
Yes. And I
Yeah.
think a lot of people think like, how are they going to know? Because you've already gotten pre-approved, right? And maybe you're already like your loan's pretty much wrapped up and done. They are going to run your credit right before closing. So if you
Actually,
put something new,
yeah.
Yeah, they're
And
gonna
so
know.
they will find out.
They are gonna know.
And it's so advanced now. I'm glad you brought that up because in the past we would do one final credit pull right before closing, 3 days before the closing date. So if closing got pushed off another 6 days, 2 weeks, we would have to pull another one. It was always within 3 days of the closing date. Now, when you apply for a mortgage, your credit is live monitored the entire way through.
Oh.
So we are alerted, underwriting is alerted instantly, and that monitoring stops the day after your closing. So keep
Yeah,
that in mind.
they will know.
Yes. And it's honestly because it's the lender's responsibility to qualify you with all debt that you have. So if you are
Right.
out there accumulating more debt and not letting us know, that's how we hold up our end of the bargain.
Right.
So credit utilization is going to be another thing. So if you really need to put anything on credit cards for gifts or through the holidays, use the 30% utilization rule, which easy math, if you have $1,000 credit limit on, you have to keep that balance at $300 or less. If you go over that 30% rule, it's going to increase your credit scores. So either have a plan to make a payment before your next statement cuts, which should help keep your credit scores where they are or as close to where they are, because going over that 30% can lower your credit score probably sometimes 20 to 40 points, sometimes higher.
Yeah, that's good advice too. And pick the card that has the least interest.
Yes.
Too, that it
Least
it
interest
just
is
makes
the
it more
lowest.
affordable for you in the long run. So stick to that 30% rule. But if you have a couple cards, if you don't know what the interest rate is, call, they'll tell you, and then pick the one with the lowest interest rate.
Yeah.
And the lowest balance.
Yes. Because use that 30% rule. Do the math.
Yeah.
You should not have any credit cards go over that 30%.
good point on that interest, because you don't want a $300 debt to become
Yeah.
$800 to $1,000 debt. It makes no
Right.
sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
And focus on different gifts. It's not always about the gift giving. Give experiential gifts, time with somebody. Or, gosh, I remember one year I did a calendar for every family member with all the pictures of everybody in the family for every single month. And I even put like their face on their birthdays. And everybody came back to me and said that that was the best present that they've received in
simple.
forever.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah.
And a lot of times that kind of stuff, like you can print at Walgreens right now for like
Yes.
so cheap.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the gifts we give is photos. Like I take our family photo and the photos of the kids, and everybody gets
Yes.
that. And
I
it's
love that. Mm-hmm. Even something homemade. If you have like a grandmother's favorite dish, or right, or a bakery product, it goes a long way with people, because a lot of things are held in memory.
Yeah.
So,
yes,
mhm. And then
I agree.
try so hard not to do this. What is it, Lindsay? The buy now, pay later.
Oh yeah, Afterpay
Yeah.
or Affirm. Yeah, those are the big ones. Yeah.
So that's becoming a big thing in underwriting when you're qualifying now. It
Yeah.
never used to be a thing, and now it is, because we're starting to see all of these payments going out on borrowers' checking account statements. So that actually is not, you have to qualify a borrower with all of those payments, and it adds up fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you can't pay for it
Yeah.
now, don't get it. Then you don't need it.
Yeah.
Then
I
you
mean,
don't need it.
think about it. Like, in fact, Danielle, you had something on your social media that cracked me up about Amazon packages coming.
Yeah.
What
If a
did it
donkey comes tomorrow, I wouldn't be
Oh.
surprised. I ordered some really random, like there was like we get some gag gifts for a few family members. So I have gotten, if you haven't seen the Shark Survival Kit on TikTok, I've got a couple of those. My husband's a drummer, so I got him this like again on an ad online. It's like a little symbol, and it screws on to like your vent in your car. So when you're like jamming, you go. Yeah, the $9 symbol was $29 after shipping, which I just didn't pay attention to till I saw it hit my bank account. I was like, $29? I wouldn't have paid that for that. And yeah, turns out it's that. So I've ordered a lot of stupid stuff that I definitely didn't need. But
Amazon is dangerous in that sense, because I, kind of wrote out my list and was like, okay, order. I forget. I don't even know what's arriving at this point. But if people are using these Afterpays, it adds up. You're spending $100 or whatnot at a time, and your payment's already going to be due. They break it down into maybe two payments or three payments in the month, and you've got 6 Afterpays. You're going to put yourself in trouble.
Yeah.
so go into the holidays and be cautious. We don't want to be negative about people's spending habits, but just be aware of what you're spending, aware of your affordability. And if you are in the process of buying, have the conversation with your lender. Like, I don't think it's stupid to be like, hey, I think I'm going to need $500 for Christmas and I'll be good. Could you just look, if I put it on this credit card, am I still good? So go ahead and ask the question. You don't have to feel like embarrassed. Like if that's what your Christmas got, or $200 or whatever you spend on Christmas, if you need to put it on credit, at least ask, because it's going to really suck. It would suck more to not get the house than to disappoint your kids on Christmas with maybe a little less under the tree. So
and maybe let them know maybe some gifts are coming in the future instead of worrying about losing your house. I'm sure they'd rather have that.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of this is geared towards first-time home buyers, because they just don't know how this affects you. So, and also there's a lot of credit unions and banks that do the Christmas savings program. So maybe start that for next year and just put a little aside, because it all adds up for the next year.
Yes. Agree. Well, I think that about covers it. So have a great weekend. I'm sure everybody's busy. I feel like I have stuff every single weekend.
Every night.
Plus,
I'm going. It's
Yeah.
like,
It's like some Christmas thing, some this or that.
Mhm.
It's all good though.
Constant.
Yeah.
It's good to see a lot of
Yeah.
people you haven't seen in a long time. So
It really is. All right. Well, have a great weekend, everyone.
bye guys.
Bye.
Bye.